Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded. Hello students, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we are going to continue the ongoing chapter number 4, Materials, Metals and Non-Metals. In today's session, we will discuss the uses of metals and non-metals. First of all, we will see the uses of metals. Metals are used in our everyday life for a large number of purposes. Metals are used in making nails, screws, utensils, water boilers, electric wires, office furniture, cars, buses, trains, aeroplanes, satellites, various types of machines and many more things used by us. So, you are familiar with the properties of metals, isn't it? So, based on the properties of metals, we can use metals in everyday life for various or large number of purposes. Some of the examples are, we use the metals for making nails, screws, utensils, electric wires, furniture, cars, aeroplanes, satellites and various types of machines. So these are some of the examples of the uses of metals. Some of the important uses of metals are given below. See, most of the metals are very useful to us, but there are some metals which are useful to us in various ways. For example, iron, copper and aluminium metals. These are very useful to us to make cooking utensils, water boilers for factories, etc. See, iron, copper and aluminium are very active metals, but still they are used for making utensils and water boilers. Second number, aluminium. Aluminium foils are used for packaging medicines, chocolates, food items and many other materials. You have already learned the property of aluminium. Aluminium can be converted or made into very thin sheets. So these aluminium foils are used for packaging the medicines, chocolates, food items and many other materials. Now we will see how copper metal is useful to us. Copper metal is used for making electric wires for household wiring, electric motors, armature of dynamos and many other electrical appliances. Aluminium metal is used for making electrical cables and overhead electric transmission lines. See children, here copper metal is used for making electric wires for all electrical connections. And which property of metal is used here? Which property of copper metal is used here? You know that copper is the second best conductor of electricity next to silver. Here we are not using silver even though it is the best conductor, but we always go for copper metal for electrical connections. Do you know why? Even though silver is the best conductor, it is very precious metal. It is very costly, expensive metal. So we cannot afford or it is not economical to use silver metal for electrical wires. But copper, which is the second best conductor, and also it is cheap in comparison with the silver metal. So this property of copper is used for making electric wires, then electric motors, armature of dynamos, that is different structure in the dynamo and many other electrical appliances. And it is also used for making electrical cables and overhead electric transmission lines. Now, aluminium metal. Aluminium metal is used to make aeroplanes. Aluminium, we have seen that already. Aluminium foils are used for packaging the food, medicines, chocolates, food items, etc. Apart from that, aluminum metal is used to make aeroplanes also. Now we will see how iron metal is useful to us. Iron metal is used to make nails, screws, nuts and bolts, pipes, railings, gas cylinder, stoves, water tanks, office furniture, industrial tools and machines, buildings, bridges, railway lines, transport vehicles such as cars, buses and trains, household goods and agricultural implements. So this long list of instruments and tools shows us that how iron metal is useful to us. Iron metal is used in every fields of our life. Examples: the household materials like nails and screws, nuts, bolts, then pipes, railings. Gas cylinder is also made up of iron. Even stoves are made up of iron. Then industrial tools, machines, buildings and bridges, even railway lines and are made of iron. We can see the transport vehicles, cars, buses, trains, etc. also use iron metal. Apart from that, household goods and agricultural implements are also made of iron. Now, zinc metal, how it is useful to us. Zinc metal is used for galvanizing iron to protect it from rusting. Here students, in the previous slide we have seen that iron metal is used in most areas of our life. And you have already learned that iron gets rusted easily. So, how to prevent this process of rusting? For that, iron objects are given a coating over it with the help of zinc metal. That process is known as galvanization. So, what is galvanization? It is the process of giving a coating of zinc metal over the iron objects to prevent it from rusting. This process is known as galvanization. So, one of the very important use of zinc metal is for galvanizing the iron objects. And what is the purpose of galvanization? Iron objects are galvanized to prevent rusting. Next, silver and gold metals. They are used to make jewelry. Gold and silver are very precious metals. They are not active metal, but they are very costly metal. So the extraction of silver and gold is very costly, and because of that they are very costly metal. We call them as precious metal. So these metals are used for making jewelry. Next is mercury. Mercury metal is used in making thermometers. In the previous class you have learned that how to make the thermometers. In that, do you remember which metal or which liquid is used in the thermometers? Yes, it is mercury. What is the reason? Mercury is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature. And apart from that, it has got some special characteristics like shiny, silver color, uniform expansion. These all properties make mercury suitable for making thermometers. Apart from that, in our body also iron is present. It is present in the pigment of red blood cells called hemoglobin. If there is deficiency of iron in our body, then there will be less hemoglobin in our blood. Lower level of hemoglobin in the blood will cause shortage of oxygen in the body, leading to tiredness and weakness. So iron is present in our body also in the form of red blood cells, RBC. If there is deficiency of iron in our body, there will be less hemoglobin in the blood. If there is less hemoglobin, the oxygen level also will be reduced. That is, hemoglobin carries the oxygen and carbon dioxide molecules in our blood. So if there is less hemoglobin, the transport of oxygen will be reduced. As a result, the oxygen content in our body goes down, which will lead to the tiredness and weakness. This condition is also called as anemia. Now, let us see what are the uses of nonmetals. All the living things around us, like plants and animals, are made up mainly of compounds of nonmetals like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. So, what are the bodies of living things made up of? They are made up of nonmetals like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Apart from this, nonmetals are used in our day-to-day life for a large number of purposes. So let us study this in detail. Some of the important uses of the common nonmetals like oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, iodine, sulfur, phosphorus and carbon are given below. Number 1. Oxygen. Oxygen is a nonmetal which is used by plants and animals for breathing. Thus, oxygen nonmetal is essential for maintaining our life. This fact you all are familiar with. Without oxygen, no life is possible on the earth. But oxygen is a nonmetal. So, what we can say about the use of oxygen? Oxygen is the nonmetal which makes the life possible on the earth. That is, oxygen is essential for maintaining our life. Oxygen nonmetal is also used in the process of burning of fuels in homes, factories, etc. That is, oxygen make the burning process possible. Any fuel will burn only in the presence of oxygen. So, there also oxygen is useful to us. Next nonmetal is nitrogen. Nitrogen is a nonmetal which is used in making fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. See, we have seen that how plants get carbohydrates, but at the same time we have seen that how nitrogen is useful for the plants. Nitrogen is essential for the production of protein compounds in the plant body. Therefore, nitrogen is very helpful in making the fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Now, nitrogen is also used in food packaging instead of air to keep the food fresh. So, to make the food fresh for longer time while preserving and packaging the food, nitrogen gas is flushed into the packets. This will make or help to keep the food fresh for longer time. Next is chlorine. Chlorine is a non-metal which is used in the water purification process. Chlorine has the ability to kill germs, so chlorine makes the drinking water supply germ free. So the next non-metal, chlorine, is used as a water purifier. Which property of chlorine is used here? Chlorine gas can kill the germs. So to make the water purified and fit for drinking, it is treated with a chlorine. We are often using the chlorine tablets to clean and to make the water free of germs at our homes. So what we can say about chlorine? Chlorine is a non-metal which is used in the water purification process. The next non-metal is iodine. Iodine is a non-metal which is used to make purple colored solution called tincture iodine, which is applied on cuts and wounds as an antiseptic. Here children, when you get hurt and go to a hospital or to a doctor, they may use some colored solution, that is purple colored solution, and clean the wound. Do you know what it is? It is known as tincture iodine. Actually, it is an antiseptic. Antiseptic is used to kill the germs if at all it is present in the wound. So, tincture iodine is made by using iodine non-metal. Next, sulfur. Sulfur and phosphorus both are non-metals which are used in the fireworks. You have seen that sulfur and phosphorus both are very reactive in nature. So using this property they are used in the fireworks. Now we will see how sulfur nonmetal is useful to us. Sulfur is that nonmetal which is used in the vulcanization of rubber. You might have learned that rubber is a plant product. So to make the rubber useful in our various fields of our life, it has to be made strong. That process is known as vulcanization. And for this process, sulfur is used. Now let us see how carbon is useful to us. Carbon is a non-metal which is used as a fuel. The forms of carbon used as a fuel are charcoal, coke and coal. So we have seen that carbon is present in the bodies of all living things. So it is also used as a fuel. The forms of carbon used as a fuel are charcoal, coke and coal.